Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match reaction. Everton 3, Crystal Palace 1 at Goodison Park today. Just back from the match, absolutely delighted with the result. Was the performance great? No. But the result was far more important. Carlo Ancelotti made 3 changes to the Everton side that had won at Watford last week. In came Seamus Coleman, Morgan Schneiderlin and Bernard, and out went Alex Iwobi. Obviously Fabian Delph suspended and Jibril Sidibe was on the bench as well. And Everton made a decent start. Michael Keane came in as well. Sorry, Mason Holgate out. Everton made a decent start to the game. Got Palace on the back foot early on. But obviously Palace were always a threat with the likes of Wilf Zaha and Christian Benteke up front. Everton got themselves a free kick early on. Luca Dean, it's a good strike, and Guatia made a good save going down to his right. And at the other end, Crystal Palace broke and Patrick Van Arnold racked the foot of the post in a decent opening. And then Everton took the lead with a really well-worked goal. Good build-up play on the right-hand side. Theo Walcott done really well, skipped around Van Arnold, put a wonderful cross in. Dominic Calvert-Lewin caught the defender's eye by jumping at the near post and went all the way across, and Bernard volleyed home. Absolutely brilliant finish. Delighted for Bernard. He does need to score more goals, but that helps today. That's his 3rd of the season. Excellent finish to put Everton 1-0 up. And Everton were in control in the first half. You know, Dominic Calvert-Lewin almost made it 2-0 just after. The first goal just an inch away or so from heading in for 2. But then Everton lost Theo Walcott with either a hamstring injury or the back of the knee, it looked like. And the referee, who just wound me up all day. Shocking set of officials. Definitely won a competition to referee today and officiate. They were pathetic. Walcott's injured. Starts walking across the pitch to go off, which is the shortest distance for a player who's injured. The referee turns him round and makes him walk back off the pitch and right the way round to go off. And I'm sorry if players are limping or they're coming off injured. That's nonsense. If it's a case of time wasting, then fair enough. But he was quite clearly injured. You know, just pathetic. And the referee was rubbish all day. Let's be honest. Absolute garbage the whole afternoon. Palace, you know, they were limited in what they brought. Certainly in that first half, thought they were terrible. Everton got to half-time, 1-0. You know, came on for the second half, and I thought Palace actually started the second half the better of the two sides. Started trying to get Zaha inside a bit more, started playing a little bit more direct to Benteke, and they got themselves an equaliser. Ball come through, but our midfield should have done much better. I think it was Ayew who skipped through, and it was rolled into the path of Benteke with Luca Dean running across. And you know, he hasn't been scoring lately. He didn't look confident, and he's hit a shot there. I thought, as he hit it, I thought Pickford's going to gather it because it wasn't a good shot. And the next minute, they're celebrating, and, you know, Pickford's dived over it, essentially. Yeah, shocking goalkeeping by Pickford. And Palace were back in it. And then the nerves kick in then. Fans get a little bit edgy when it hadn't been, because we conceded the corner, which Crystal Palace hit the post from then. And then you are starting to get edgy, thinking, this game should be one we wrap up. But we then go and score a brilliant goal. Ball up the line, Dominic Calvert-Lewin flicks it on, and Richarlison faces up Gary Cahill, runs towards the goal. Cahill backs off, he cuts inside and bends it into the far corner. It was an absolutely wonderful goal from Richarlison. What a player that kid is. Definitely, you know, his value skyrocketing north of 100 million, far north of 100 million. Absolutely brilliant breakaway goal. And you're thinking, right, let's kick on from there. But Palace almost got level, almost immediately. Ball coming. And as Benteke is in front of the goal, about to head it in, you're just thinking 2-2. And Pickford pulled off an absolutely unbelievable save. And kind of sums Jordan Pickford up. A shot that he should deal with ends up in his net. And then one that he doesn't really seem to have any right to save, he saves it. You know, it's the frustration that fans have, I think, with Jordan Pickford. He's an excellent keeper, but you know, things like that. All goalies make mistakes, and to be fair, I've not seen him dive over one really since he's been Everton's keeper, but I just think at times he just makes silly mistakes. But that save was absolutely fantastic. Brilliant save to keep us 2-1 in the lead. Carlo Ancelotti made a couple of changes. Tom Davies came on, he went on the left for a bit, then went in the middle and shored things up. And then Mason Holgate came on in the middle of the park. But not before. Gylfi Sigurdsson had been on a fantastic run, weaved his way through. He hadn't had a good game, Gylfi, but certainly this run was brilliant. and then finished with a little clip shot to the top corner. And Guattier made another brilliant save to keep it still 2-1. And Everton then asserted a little bit more control over the game, I think, when Davis and Holgate were in the middle. And then we got our third goal. Corner crossed in, Richarlison, great header, hit the underside of the bar, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin finished from close range. And it's great to see Dom getting in those areas now and picking up those goals. And he could have had a fourth. He could have had a second. Everton could have had a fourth. Great play from Richarlison, great strike, and Guattier making a good save. And as it comes out to Dom, he's got time really. He could control it and pass it in, and he goes for the volleyed finish, and I think he shinned it over into the park end. But it was in injury time, and for once it didn't matter. So an excellent victory for Everton. Thought Morgan Schneiderlin was excellent. Great win for the Blues, 3-1, up to 7th now, point off 5th place Tottenham, 5 points off 4th place Chelsea, if you want to look at it like that. But we've clearly put ourselves in the race for the Europa League now. We've go on a winter break for 2 weeks, and then when we come back, we do have 4 very tricky fixtures. Arsenal away, Man United at home, Chelsea away, and Liverpool at home. So big games coming up, but at least we've got a fortnight now. We can get Andre Gomez. He's going to play in a behind closed doors game at Finch Farm. We can get him almost up to speed. It gives us 2 weeks to hopefully get Theo Walcott ready or thereabouts. So, you know, the players have got 5 days off now. They can go away and relax on a victory, and us fans have got a fortnight of winning our last game, and that bounce that takes you in to the next game. So that's it. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and join us on Patreon if you want more videos. Check out Ped's Match Reaction and Match Ratings and my 3 things as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. See you later.